Hello, everyone. How are you? How have you been? It has been a very solid minute, I know, but I hope in my absence you've taken time to re-listen to some of my episodes. Wait, who the fuck am I talking to? I'm pretty sure there's no one else here. Anyway, how have you guys been? Tell me, truly, how have you been? What have you been up to? What has life offered? You can pause this and just pretend I'm there listening, and I wish I was, but I'm not, because I'm not omniscient. Is omniscience the one where he's everywhere, or is it omnipotent, or what? What's the? I'm not God. I can't be everywhere at once. Let's just skip right to the episode. All right. So again, how are you? Like, really, how honestly have you been? I hope you've been well. I truly, truly hope you've been well. And that kind of leads into what we are talking about today. And the topic is the importance of cleanliness. And you're going to ask me, wait, what does cleanliness have to do with being how I am? Now, just the same way where your room gets dirty and you need to clean it up, and so does your mind. Your mind gets all kinds of fucked up and mucked up and just all kinds of nasty from all the thoughts that you think and all the people that you meet, and you're like, ugh, and your different emotions and feelings that you go through day after day. Everything leaves just a little residue in your mind, and if you don't want to be crazy like me one day, you have to fix this shit. So clean out your mind. The same way, your room is dirty, you just take one random Saturday out of the month and you're like, you know what, I'm going to polish and shine this place. I'm just going to make it look good, and I'm going to make it look like, what I envision in my head. Same thing happens to your mind, because your mind gets cluttered up with all the thoughts and all the irrelevant things that you chuck in there. You feel this way now, you feel that way tomorrow, you think about this now, this happens here and that happens there, and all these things leave just a little tiny residue. Even though you've walked through any issue, it leaves a residue in your mind, some sort of lesson that you've learned. Yeah, it's all there. Yeah. And sometimes if you don't just breathe, if you don't just like take a breather and just let it all out, just like to go through your mind and like, okay, what is actually in my head, what is here, what is there, and just close your eyes and just talk. You understand? Like you when you start to talk, you find yourself saying things that you didn't even know were issues to you. You didn't even know that this was some cobwebs that was hanging in one corner. You didn't even know that this shit was somewhere at the back of your mind bugging you, because it was not in your conscious. It was just resting in your subconscious, and you were not like, obviously consciously aware of it. And you're like, whoa, where did that come from? Did that come out of me? Yeah, because when you talk, when you share your truths more often, you feel freed. So here's a story of something that happened to me. Sometime in my final year, a few years ago, I think it was 2015, I hit the lowest point of depression that I've ever hit in my life. And that kind of took me to a place where, I just wanted to give up. The suicidal thoughts were more than ever. Like, that day was like, if I no die today, I'm not going to die again. Do you understand? Like, if I no die this day, it means, see, I'm not going to die till some natural cause or unforeseen circumstance takes me, but it will not be by my own hand anymore. Because, I was just down. I can't even tell you now categorically what was making me so depressed. I don't know if it was friendship. I don't know if it was financial. I don't know what it was. But at that time, it just felt like everything was wrong, and I just had to die. That's what it just felt like, yeah. And so at that time, I was really into Christianity and all that jazz. And I don't know, I think maybe the Holy Spirit whispered to me, or it was something I heard one of my friends say. I don't know. But instead of lying there, in my little cocoon, and by cocoon I mean I swept under my bunk and I lay my duvet on the floor. Like, that is where I was going to slit my wrist and die, and people will find me there in the pool of my own blood. I don't know why I wanted to be so comfortable in death. Anyway, that time was like, just get the fuck up and clean. So I'm like, okay, fine. I swept my room, cleaned my corner, arranged my table, cleaned up my my locker, my boxes. I don't know. I just kind of cleaned everywhere. I washed my clothes. I did everything. Just, and by the time I was done with all those chores, I felt relieved for some reason. I felt like, it's kind of like, at every point in time when I was making my room to look just how I wanted it, when I was reaching to that little bit of wannabe OCD at the back of my mind and trying to make my room look good, I was, I was releasing myself of all that, because I have no one to talk to personally. Like, I have always been alone, as you guys know, so like I am always like on my own, always talking to myself and myself alone. Yeah, so when that was no longer sufficient, I feel like that was what drove me into such madness. And so when I found this outlet to just clear my thoughts, to just bring out all the nastiness and all the mucky stuff from my mind and just let it fucking go, yeah, this was, I feel like it was some sort of awakening moment for me. It was a moment where I was like, what the fuck? I was happy. I was overjoyed. Anyway. Point is, after a while, just like you do your spring cleaning of your room, of your house, spring clean your mind as well. Get a friend, someone you trust. I know it's hard to find people to trust these days. All the backstabbing and the lying and the disloyalty all around you, but all around everyone. But if you have someone truly that you can trust, someone you can confide in, someone that you will lash out your dirty secret to, and you are sure that your secret is gonna stay secret, like, oh my god, I was the one who murdered JFK, and they're not going to report you to the FBI and have you sent to prison, then, you have something that is rare and is a gem, and you should utilize that. You should pour out your heart to that person. The person didn't talk. Do you understand? Like, if you are a person that, someone can come to like that, and someone can trust that much, someone can tell their deepest, darkest, and, you can help them. You can just sit there and listen. You don't need to talk or advise them. They don't want your advice. Advice is not what we're here for. We just want to clean out our minds. We just want to pour out our souls. We just want to just wash. We want to rinse. We want to just clean out our thoughts. This is that and that. You could get drunk, because drunk people are very honest. So you can get drunk. You could be whatever you want to be at that time. Just let your heart out, and I promise you cry, you bawl your eyes, you do what you need to do, you say what you need to say. You will feel better. You would feel more refreshed. It would be like you took a vacation of your mind. And I know this sounds strange for some people, because if you're like me, then it's like, talk to people, feelings, thoughts. I'd rather keep this shit to myself and not get into any drama, because people are all about the drama. But trust me, it is worth it. It is worth it. It is so worth it. All right, I'm going to stop rambling now. But to summarize, clean out your mind like you would clean your physical environment. Talk to someone. I don't know if you have a boyfriend, if you have a girlfriend, you have a psychiatrist, you have a parent, you have a friend, whatever you have. Just talk to that person. Let them know what is going on with you. Don't talk to someone that would judge you, though, because you'll be less inclined to do this again. Talk to someone that you can trust. Someone who would be there for you. Someone who, instead of judging you, would say, oh my god, that's happened to you? Me too. And share their own things to you, because you will feel so edified. Oh, I love that word. Edification of the soul. Alright guys, thank you guys for listening. I love you so much. Remember, keeping stuff in your heart is only going to make life worse. Forgive people. Let it go. Just let them know. Just, you understand? Like, if someone pisses you off, go to your face like, you motherfucker, you pissed me off, I hate you. Go to hell. Goodbye. And au revoir. And you don't go home and hating that person. You've actually let out that hate from your heart. And so the next time you see the person, it's much easier for you to forgive. It's much easier for you to move on. And, be all around happy, because fuck, I don't care about anything else, because that is why we are all here. We are all here to, at the end of the day, be happy. Every cause that we fight for, every issue that we battle, everything we do is just for us to be happy. So do what makes you happy, as long as you're not hurting nobody. be free. Again, I love you guys. Check me out on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on any social media you can think of because I am a bit of a social media junkie. And I'm talking too fast because I don't want this to run to 5 to 10 minutes. I love you so much again for the third time because my love for you is plenty. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.